Well, hey, Pretty TV, where we focus on pretty people, pretty places, and pretty things. I've taken you to the oasis of my backyard, which is a very pretty place. I've brought you many pretty things to look at and review, and today is my first ever pretty person. I can't wait to introduce you to this gem of a person, and I will see you in a few. I'm so excited. Welcome back, Pretty Mob. So we are here with my almost daughter, Jennifer. Isn't she pretty? For Jennifer, do you want to tell the mob how we met?
Sure. So we met through your daughter, Markeisha. Markeisha and I went to college together, and we actually met at Universal Studios. That was our first time meeting and hanging out together. And I was like, these are nice people, and I want to be adopted into their family. And here I am, 8 years later, kind of adopted.
Is adopted. You are my very first pretty person interview for Pretty TV. Very first person, one of the very first people that I thought that I wanted to interview. And here's why. I truly believe like you're the most genuinely pretty on the inside out. Like, come on. So here we are. Pretty people, pretty places, pretty thing. Sunny J.
Oh, it's an honor. It's an honor. I'm the first one.
The very first one, yes. Let's start with something really, really easy. How would you describe your style?
My style is very, I suppose, eccentric, only because I like experimenting with pattern mixing and colors, and I play around with the color wheel a lot. So I'll take a couple of colors that you might not think would go together, but they do. And mixing patterns, florals and stripes are my easiest favorite pattern mixing. And I like incorporating my personality into what I wear by wearing, graphic tees and, sweaters and things, but working it into my business style as well for work.
Every day.
Yeah. So eccentric and very personal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your naturally curly hair. Because everybody's hair is different. Like everybody is custom for you. That's what I love about hair so much. It's custom for you. What challenges does your crop bring to your world, to your life? Like what are the challenges with this beautiful curl pattern? You have she has the length, she has the thickness, she has the color, all of that stuff. It colors really well. It's long, it's thick, it's healthy for the most part from when I've worked on it. Maybe a little bit dry sometimes, but she has a great head of hair. So what challenges come with having?
Definitely moisture, and let me tell you why. My hair drinks everything up.
Super porous.
And yeah, it's so coarse because there's so many layers to its thickness. Like, I don't even have the tightest possible curl pattern.
Right.
It's just there's so much of
Yes.
it.
Yes.
It makes it really challenging to get my oils down to my scalp, which will, enrich my follicles and keep my hair moisturized throughout the day. But I think I've gotten better at it. And then also my boyfriend helps me with moisturizing
he's
my
a
scalp
winner.
now.
So that brings me to my next question. So how long does it take you to get it ready in the morning? Like, what does your morning routine look like?
I wear a lot of wash and goes now. Because it took so long to master a wash and go. Like, it's crazy how many Black women don't know how to take care of their natural hair.
Right.
Without pressing it or, having it braided up.
Right.
And so I had to figure out, okay, what do I need to do to my hair to get the curls to pop and to get it to stay that way all day. And so I wear a lot of wash and goes now, partially because I'm just proud that I know how to do it. But then, you know, I have to get ready pretty quickly in the morning. And so that allows me to just touch up my hair with water and a little product, whether it's a leave-in or sometimes I might need a little more gel, and I'm good to go. I might dry it with the diffuser really quick, as much as I can before getting out the door, and just let it air dry for the rest of the day. So that takes me about 15 to 20 minutes now, because I got faster at it.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad at all.
Yeah, but if I'm taking my time and like twisting it the night before, I got put on a movie. And,
right, we're gonna do this. Yeah. And what's your old school product? Do you have Ultra Sheen? Is mine. Like, I have Ultra Sheen. Just when I go to the beauty store, I buy Ultra Sheen. That's what I know. That's hair care to me. Do you have an old school product? What's your product?
Yes, so the one I remember the most that I even used up until maybe early college was Pink Moisturizer lotion. That used to be all my mom used on my hair. It's like Pink Moisturizer. And
if we out of lotion, get your legs. Get your legs and your ankles.
You're getting your scalp grease. It's Blue Magic. My grandmother always had Blue Magic with her. So those two, you can't go wrong.
You can't. It has to be in my opinion, you have to have an old school product. What is your latest? What product have you found latest that's like the best thing since sliced bread for you?
Okay, so we discussed my issue with moisture, and I got better with it because I started finding products that work for my hair. I had to figure out not only what works for my hair, because I realized I could use a multitude of different brands, but it's the regimen, like what order I do everything in. And
it's specific to each individual. But what works on my hair may not work on your hair. It's just, it may not work on the next person. And then it's the combo. It's like, get your combo down.
So one product that I found really helped with the dryness of my hair is called Maui Moisture.
Okay, and I've heard it now.
Yeah, and it's a oil. The one that I use is vanilla bean extract oil with like avocado and a bunch of minerals and healthy stuff. Like, if you read the ingredients, they're all things that you know and understand. Aloe vera is in it.
Yes.
Like, it's just... And I spray some on my hair after I, dry it, so that, it brings some moisture. And
you're like, where have you been all my life?
Yes, it smells so
good.
Too.
Yes.
So, like, if I'm having a day where I really just can't deal with my hair and I need to wear like a half wig or something, I'll even spray it in my half wig just to give it some, some aroma. It smells nice. And I have a reputation to uphold. And,
that's right.
Or if I have braids, I'll spray it on my braids and my scalp. And it's easy to, spray it directly onto your scalp in the areas you want it. And it's so good. It's so good. I love it.
Tell me, do you have an affirmation that you say every day? And if you do, what is it? And if you do not, let's come up with one. So, what affirmation? What can you tell yourself? What do you tell yourself in the morning? You ain't there for 15 minutes, getting your puff together. What's your affirmation?
That is what I do in the morning. Get my puff together. I actually don't have an affirmation that I tell myself.
Okay, so we got to come up with one.
Okay.
We can do a standard. You are beautiful.
That's even hard for me. Okay.
It's hard for a lot of people. You will not believe how hard it is for a lot of people to look themselves in the eye, in the mirror, and tell themselves that they're beautiful. It's so much easier for a lot of people to look into their eyes and find something wrong with themselves.
Yeah.
Say it until you believe it, even if you don't believe it. Even if you don't believe, because that's a very important.
This is a wholesome show. This is a wholesome show that I was not ready for the wholesomeness.
Look into your eyes every single day and say that. You promise? I'm gonna call and be like, did you say it? That's your affirmation. It's very, and don't be skipping it. Don't be looking to see if who heard you. And then, man, when you take it, girls, every time you take a selfie, every time you take a picture, every time you look into the mirror, when you're washing your hands, you're supposed to say that to yourself. If you have a hard time saying it, you absolutely should say it more then. That's the more you should say it. If you have a problem, now, I don't have a problem telling, you know. I'll be like, girl, you looking cute today. And I'll be looking like, you see? Sometimes I'll be looking like ran over from the trash truck. The people know, I don't care though. Because I know that I am pretty on the inside. You know what I'm saying? Since I know that I'm pretty on the inside, I don't have no problem telling myself when I don't look what everybody can see. I don't look like this all the time. Most of the time I don't look like this.
I just opened.
But my inside is always pretty.
Just soaked into foundation, just peeled the plastic off.
Okay. So we got 5. We go. Yes, I am beautiful. You look in the mirror and be like, you are beautiful. You are beautiful, girl. And compliment yourself. Girl, your skin is popping today. Your hair ain't acting right, but your skin is popping. Find something to compliment your own self about. Mm-hmm. And watch how many other people notice. What have other people said that love you? What have they said is beautiful about you? Like, I'm like, oh, your smile and your personality. What does like Monty say that makes you beautiful? Because that's the truth is. That's the truth. Even if you can't see it, we know. We see something.
And he gives me so many affirmations every day. Even though I don't give myself any, he's constantly
putting him on the payroll. He's going on the payroll.
He feels that he can be himself around me, which I get that from a lot of people.
Yes, you're non-judgmental. Yes.
I've had strangers come up to me on the train and tell me that I have a very welcoming energy that feels like home. I agree. Someone once told me that my presence feels like a hug.
See, do you see why I asked that question? Do you see why? That's why. I know somebody that told you that you're beautiful. We see it. It's just harder, but I know that. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? You are younger than me, so I understand how. You know what I'm saying? Like that. When I was your age, I did not feel I was the same way. You know what I'm saying? I think we're kind of, it's a process. It's about learning your truth and learning to feel like you're beautiful and it's a growth. It's growth. So I was absolutely there, and you'll get there. You're going to get there. As long as you got people telling you and reminding you, you'll get there. You're going to get there. You're going to see it. Okay, now that we got all of that information, we know and love you. What projects are you working on now?
Always constantly working on Gore Friends, a podcast I'm doing with Mars. And it's a podcast where we discuss horror movies, and it's available on all streaming platforms. And we are also on social media at Gore Friends. Well, I really appreciate you taking the time out to sit down with me and be my very first pretty guest. More to come, and I'm sure you'll be back. I'm gonna have you back again. Make sure you check in on those affirmations. I want you to come back and be like, yes, girl, I'm beautiful. Yes. We will see you real soon. And And in the meantime, drink your water, be easy on your edges, and protect your peace.